Okay, I am going to look at, let's see, what did y'all do yesterday? I'll look at your guys' Route 66 game from yesterday on the 24th, for this one, and then I will show the Colosseo round of Solar, and I'll go over those two. Alex is not here. Um, I DM'd him asking him if he wanted to, but he has not shown, so that's fine. I don't know how well y'all did in the scrim. You guys lost this round? Okay, never mind. I now know how well y'all did in the scrim. Um, but you guys are on defense first here, so I want to see what you guys are playing. What the hell? Why is Leah on DPS? I don't know. You guys might not have had everybody at the time, so I don't know. Sig, very, very good to have here. Ash, very good to have here. Brig, Anna. Yes, very, very good. All of those characters you guys should be playing here. Um, the sim is a very, very, like, it can work, it might not work. I don't know how y'all are going to use it. My guess is you're going to use it to help move your sig around, in which that is the right idea to be using. Um, I think another alternative could be a Mei. That's what Jade runs. This is like the exact comp that Jade runs, except instead of a sim, it's going to be a Mei because, Braden, where Braden just stays next to his sig the entire time. Which it can work. The Ash could also be supplemented for with a Hanzo if your aim is good enough, or like a Sojourn. Anything like that should work. The main idea of how you guys want to defend this point is you want to stay on top of the gas station here. This is your high ground, or this is where you want to go. You want to designate one person to drop to contest, somebody that can do something to live. That's why we play the Mei. Mei is our first person to drop once they reach about here instead of our Sig. In this composition, you'd want your Sig to drop. None of your other teammates could work if they dropped. But whenever they get to about right here, you want to drop to contest. And then once you finish out the fight, you want to always reset up on this high ground, up on the gas station. Ideally, how you want to be positioned on the high ground is per team. But what is a good idea to do is to have a DPS off over here, taking a longer angle, and that can cover this doorway over here. Your tank up at this corner with their shield, probably about like right there, allowing the other DPS and the supports to get hits in. And your supports are back here or back here. Either or, your Brig and Ana should stay together the entire time. It's a weird playstyle, but that is how, if you're doing a Brig Ana, it should go. Um, Sorry. Most teams are going to try to stage a dive from this high ground, or they're going to go into this area to then pop out where I previously marked over there. If they are running snipers, like a Widow or anything, they are most likely going to be playing back here, up on top of this bridge, or down here in this little area to try to get picks off of y'all from the high ground. This sight line right here is going to be the most detrimental to y'all while you are sitting up here. So you always want to be very cautious if they are running something that can shoot you from there, or even from this area right here. I'm going to let it play out before I make any more comments, because I want to see how this goes. My guess, looking at the other team, they don't really have any dive potential at all. They can set stuff up, but their tank is what's pushing them back, unless the tank is playing very, very aggressive. What I'm assuming they're going to do is they're going to walk out. Sojourn is going to go height with Kiri, Lucio, and Tracer, while the Orisa forces point around the corner. They're going to shoot out, they're going to try to get their picks, and then they're going to spread out. Tracer's going to go for a very large flank and try to go onto your supports. Sojourn is just going to catch people out after you react to the after you react to the Tracer going around. Holy crap! Y'all spent 3 minutes readying up. Jesus. Okay. Okay. What I'm gonna recommend, Bobby. I want you to not be here. Be here. You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to stick with your team. Um. You just have to. Like, I don't know what else I can say. Alex Alex will be joining us. Hold on. Alex will join us in a second, so I will stop from saying anything. But Ana, good position. Brig, good, but you should fall back immediately after they try to jump up there. Ash, if you're right here, very good spot. My guess is just based on what I can see, Leah's about to put a TP there, which you guys are going to get a rock or any poke off with that, which that's pretty damn good idea. Very, very crafty. Good job. I need to share my screen for Alex whenever he does join. But I'm gonna let it play through. Poke, poke, poke. Unfortunate TP. It happens. Not gonna comment much. But Bobby, you should aim to be going around. And in this case, hopefully somebody heard that tracer and you guys are marking that. Arissa, because they're gonna look to surround you. Hello, Alex. Hello.
Are you? Yeah. What's up? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. I'm already recording. I'm already going through one of their root games. I have it streaming if you want to look. Okay, this team might be a little stupid. Not our team, but the other team, because they have just completely given up high ground completely. Other than like the tracer that was up there momentarily. Where the fuck did she go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where the tracer was. She was just right here. My guess is she's trying to jump the Ana. But take high ground back. Should always do that.
How many people are alive? Is there?
What?
Oh, there's 4 of you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume they take here, you give. Defending this area, I'm just gonna point it out right now. Support play back on this little bridge area right here. Try to deny from them getting up to this area, especially if they're running a longer range sniper. I'm assuming the Sojourn's gonna go up there. Position your tank and other DPS up in this little staircase area. That's where you want to be and pressure people out. You don't want to stay on the low ground, and then prevent them from getting up onto this roof. That sound about right? About right, Alex?
Yeah, yeah. With Ash in particular, Ash can maybe sit like on the middle bridge there, like
Over here.
where your thing is right now, or maybe a little bit farther back if needed. Like if they're
This
pushing up,
way or
yeah.
this way?
I think yeah, I think Sigma would go on the right and Ash would go on the left. Now
Well,
with
ideally the
yeah.
Sig would want to be right here with his
Yeah,
shield
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Sorry. Like, yeah, that
Ash
exactly
would
what
be
he said. And
playing
then,
behind with the shield, wouldn't she
yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And it, well, I guess it depends because sometimes it might be hard to like look at dynamites if you want like, right. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think as long as you have your coach gun to get out, then that should be fine. Doesn't matter where you stand with Ash.
Would
But with Sigma, I
being
agree.
up on this bridge be better for Ash, where she can also play behind these
Yeah,
rocks?
that's all suggesting. It might be good to stand back there because you can get good dynamites, and also you can play with the supports, and if they start pushing up heavily, and yeah,
Personally,
I would definitely,
I would also
yeah.
split here. If you're running the Brig Ana, you put the Ana and the Ash up on this area, and then you have your Brig and your Sig over here, and then the other DPS can do whatever they want.
I think that's a good idea, and also the break can stand with the Ash if needed. But I think yeah,
I
what you
don't
just
think the Brig
suggested is good.
needs to stay with the Ash. I think the Ana and Brig operate by themselves, or with each other. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, it's
Bobby was a
just
little too
unlucky
far
because
forward.
yeah, Bobby, yeah.
A little too far forward. You need to be able to need to be able to maintain uh the proper amount of space. Like your Sig can only maintain a certain amount of space. If you try to take more space, he can't keep it and you get poked out just like this happened. If you were positioned a little bit back further, you would have been able to hear and or mark the Orisa, preventing the Orisa from knocking you off the roof, and then eventually into a kill box where they just take you out.
Yeah, Bobby, I would just be aware of your awareness and like supports. If you guys need to yell at your tank to back up, because it looked like that. Like I know he got pushed off by Orisa, but he kept pushing forward,
Yeah.
and you can't. I know Sigma's very slow, but I mean, you
And
guys
with
should be looking. Yeah,
both of your DPS this far back, you shouldn't be looking to push up at all. You need to be looking to set up, and in taking setup time is perfectly fine. You can give them space while you're setting up, but you need to set up for a strong position in order for it to work.
especially on these points because like if you like Sigma dying, they'll probably get like halfway
Yeah.
with like a push.
My guess is that you guys aren't going to be able to recontest this because your Sig dies super early. They get a team wipe, and then said team wipe results in um, you guys not being able to set up again. But if you want to retake, you just need to be sure um, when you're walking out this area right here, because would it be real if you go through this door or even this door and you're not a character with high mobility, you're wasting time. You need to go through this bridge area. What your main idea should be is hopefully you're on something. If they're up on this high ground, which my guess is that they will be taking the high ground, the Sojourn will at least, get them off the high ground, send one person to contest, again, get them off the high ground and push them back. Um, Normally, if you guys want to actually defend this, again, you position your sig somewhere here, support somewhere here, DPS somewhere in between. Somebody can be here to mark the rotations, and you wait until payload either gets under bridge or around to this bend right here to give up those positions, because at that point you're up. They have to go out of the way to get up to you, unless they're running a sim or they have some type of vertical mobility. They have to go out of the way to get up to you, and if you can make them get out of the way, then you inevitably win every single fight. Like, if you force them out, you just all convene on one person, target them, call them out, shoot them. They're stupid for going out there, and yeah. Why did I go back 20 seconds? I don't know. So let me
I
speed
can
this
already
up.
tell
Bobby dies in the kill
this
box.
guy's just gonna be lost. Yeah,
Orisa's gonna go behind. Catch out.
honestly, again,
Yep.
I would not even fight this. Again, you just like got killed by Bobby. Either just die or just get out. Because again, it yeah okay. So Bobby should not even be pushing this far forward. Like he needs to wait for you guys. Okay, this is fine
Yeah.
now. Okay, as soon as you guys group up, you guys need to get out there.
Another unfortunate thing is that this area is just super hard to defend. The first area is uh, good enough to defend. Okay, they're just using ults. All right. The first area is always good to defend. Second area is hard as hell. Third area is easy enough. Right here, nothing's wrong so far. I would honestly, if you want to keep playing the sim, this little side room area back here thingy is most likely where the tracer is going to want to play. I would place turrets above the doorways just in case, so you know exactly when the tracer is flanking, and it either causes her to avoid the flank just because your turrets are there, or turn and destroy your turrets, giving you enough time to turn for her, or even just mark it, or just stop her from flanking it at all, because this area right here, it's not the most used unless the team is super mobile, and with a comp like this, I would expect them to use this area. Supports are set up perfectly fine, but after this fight, or whenever you guys get the time, go up onto this little
Yeah, I
18
agree.
wheeler right here.
Once they get around the corner there, I think yeah, I think Sonari especially because again, the reason why he's saying that you should guys be standing up there is because again the tracer, like I said, the turret's gonna help, but if you're sitting right there, Sonari, the tracer's gonna fuck you up.
Well, also sitting right here, you get
Yeah,
look at
a lot more
all of
time.
that
Yeah,
view. Look at
exactly.
all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
view. And if your Brig's there shielding you off, perfect. And if you're playing Ana and you're like, holy crap, I'm low on HP. I don't want to use my nade for myself. I need HP.
There's a health pack on you. Yeah.
There's a mega health pack right there. You just go behind it. I can show a clip from Jade's game where you can see our Ana frequently just take a little bit of damage, go back to the health pack, and then come back up. Take a little bit of damage, and so and so.
I think okay, I think that was a bit early.
Yeah, a little bit preemptive on the wall placement, and the wall placement's a little weird. In which
I would do more of
that's
a
perfectly
split.
fine. If I were playing here, which I've played some a little bit, I would look to split maybe something like that. instead of this, because yeah, it's shielding everyone from there, but this will cut the point in half. It's kind of like how Alex uses his dragons. It cuts the point in half and forces them to pick a side. And honestly, the best thing to do whenever you do use a sim wall, which is kind of hard to use aggressively, but you can use it aggressively by shield dancing. If you see them on this side of the shield, then you should be on this side of the shield shooting at them. If they try to go over, guess what? You go over. You shield dance. You prevent them from being able to hit you by using the shield to your advantage, since it's basically a one-way.
Y-
But it's a little bit early. I would have waited for them
Yeah,
to fully engage, because
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
all of them right here are actually, wait, I'm gonna rewind it real fast, because the ult could have caused them to go out. I was about to say all of them are out right now and out of the fight. Um, so there's not really any reason to be aggressive. So they're all here. Pop sim
Okay, okay.
wall, and
Yeah,
then
okay. I
they
guess
all run out.
it wasn't a bad idea to do it then, but I agree with Conk. I think it should be in place like where it's like horizontally. But I think it didn't make them stop from pushing, which is good. But um, I think the ideal with like sim wall is you want to be able to fight them while still using the sim wall.
You
It's
use
good
the
that you
sim
can push
wall
back, but
aggressively to prolong a fight, I think. But
yeah,
the Orisa is out, the Tracer is out, the Kiriko is out, the Lucio is out. If I were to rewind it and play it again, you literally saw as soon as you popped the wall, the Orisa said, "Well, fuck this shit," and ran around the corner. And either that means she's gonna pop out through this doorway, but I don't think she is. I think they're just gonna wait it out. Their call is to wait out the ult.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And they're gonna hopefully want y'all to use more resources. Like they're probably gonna want you to try to get aggressive with Sigult, or try to position in a way that once that shield goes down, they're able to take advantage of it. So they're just waiting. If you guys had a team that does this a lot, think of this. This is a very, very good condition to be using if a team is this passive whenever you use an ult. If you use an ult like this, you can use this to your advantage. If you know they're going to run away from the fight whenever you pop an ult like this, whenever you use that ult, you want to look to use that ult to engage. You want to use that ult and follow it up immediately with something to get on them and get them before they get out of the fight. Because if you know they're going to run at any slight ult, you need to use that to your advantage. Set up a trap, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and if I need to, so I don't know, Heath, I don't know if you remember, on our last map on Roots, sorry, not on, on Junkertown, where we played that stupid comp with Torb and Sim. I can show a clip of me using Sim, like the Sim wall, to kind of do what you just talked about at
Maybe.
the end, or something like that.
Right here, they just popped overclock. You heard that. Hopefully you heard that, because it's really, really fucking loud. The Orisa is going forward. If you ever see an Orisa use Javelin Spin to go through space, expect she's going to use her ult. That is Tunnel Vision 101. My guess is they just popped overclock. Orisa's going to spin to about right here. She's going to pop her ultimate, and it's going to pull everyone from here and here into the line of sight of the overclock. In which, in order to counteract that, Sim would be the most important one. I see why y'all might have been using it. Pop your TP, and you should TP behind cover right here. And all of y'all should just pull back
But
and pull away from that.
also,
That's two
I like
ults.
Bobby's I like
Shield.
Bobby's yeah, that's a really good shield, by the way. I think that it was
It's a
very
good
well
shield,
placed.
but unfortunately,
I know she can just go from the
she's gonna
side, but I
walk.
think
No, she's gonna walk forward through it.
yeah, I guess it's
So
true,
let's
but
see how this plays out. Oh, guess what? I knew it. In which, good try on the TP. Unfortunately, the pull from Orisa definitely hurts a lot. Okay, you use Rally to get out. That's very, very unfortunate that she was able to kill Bobby. Sonari's most likely going to die, and the fight's going to be lost. Sonari dies. Ducky uses ultimate. Yep. Yep. Yep.
the only thing with Sim's kind of hard to play on this map. I think she's good on certain, but I think she's just a bit harder. I guess on this point, on this particular point, she's good in my opinion. But on like the second and first point, I think she's a bit harder. I don't know if
I
Heath
agree.
agrees, but
I agree, but I also think they might have I wasn't there for it, but I had rough context. This possibly the only reason why Leah's on DPS might possibly be because Travis was having internet issues or something, because I
oh,
briefly
okay,
heard that
I
he
got you.
had
Yeah,
internet
well,
issues,
yeah, he's not playing, so yeah.
and then I swear I don't mean to point out people, but I swear I've only seen Leah play Sim. Um, but retaking this is going to be a little bit harder. The idea of retaking is you're going to have to know exactly what they're planning on doing. So ideally you'll be able to hear what my guess is they're setting up on high ground right here, and then they're just going to push. If that's the case, it'd be better to come out through this door over here and try to play for poke or play for contest with the pillar
I
right
think you just
here
need to look to
and the
nano
wall right
Bobby as soon as
here.
possible too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nano Bobby, or you can nano somebody that's able to run out this door and get aggressive with wherever they're holding. But again, that's what I think they're gonna do. I'm gonna let it play just to see what they do. Inevitably, because I don't like telling y'all how to play whenever. Yeah, okay, so they're defending up there. Y'all nano Bobby, very very good. That javelin's about to connect with Fluky's forehead most likely. Um, Interested to see what Bobby's gonna do. It didn't connect with Fluky's
I think
forehead. Okay.
honestly, like I know it sounds weird, but I know I was saying this Nano Bobby. I think you could have waited on Nanos like maybe a few more seconds longer because they're not pushing up. They're like
Yeah.
playing very passive still. I don't know why.
This seems to be a very passive team from what I've been seeing, which I haven't looked at any of the other games. Okay, Fluky's taking a good angle. Get the kill on the Tracer. Very good. Very good kill with
That's very
Fluky.
good out, nice.
Unfortunately, Fluky goes down. Okay,
Yeah, and I like how
screwing
Bobby's
on
going
the
for support,
Orisa.
so that's really good.
Okay,
Yes,
target priority.
purple. Yeah.
Very good. There's beat. They're gonna get aggressive. They're still down 2.
Okay, Lee's on Sombra now.
Hey, Sombra's working. Very ironic timing, but Sombra was working. I don't think you did. I don't think it was a bad idea not to swap to Sombra, which they should just take here.
Just keep him on point and nice, keep him alive.
The endless stagger. Holy crap. Okay, that's unfortunate. It's gonna happen. Let's go look for attack.
Yeah, I also want to see on attack because I noticed like from like the last scrim, I think the last 2 scrims, you guys were having trouble attacking on Hollywood as well.
I also think Route 66 is one of the most
Oh, sorry, on Route, yeah,
scriptable
not Hollywood.
maps in my opinion. By scriptable, what I mean is that every team is going to play the same. They are going to play something that allows them to bunker up here, and they're going to use their freebie player to then either have them up here, go for flanks down here, or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're going to have their freebie. Everyone else is going to be up on top of this gas station. Now, looking to attack this, what you're going to want to do is you want to have one person force payload. An example of this, Jade used Alex on Hanzo to force payload while everybody else went up the train and across to the high ground. And we told Alex, if you're ever getting pressured out, bail. Play your life. Don't actually play to make space. Again, I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm getting.
There's also a couple of ways of attacking on this map, and we can talk about it because there's, you know, as you're saying, Jade attacked from up top. There's ways of attacking from the bottom.
I
Also
wouldn't
another
say
way.
there's ways of attacking from the bottom. I think there's quite literally just.
Okay, so
Oh, they made a swap.
Uber's in here now.
Okay, yeah, Ufer's in. I was like, what the hell? Typically,
Okay,
nobody
so
really
they're going for
does that
more of a
unless
dive.
they crash. But okay, so I'm gonna get this all the way up to before y'all leave spawn, just so we can get all like the joke picks out of the way, and y'all are done forming how you want to play.
Okay, so they're going Diamond's going full dive, so we can talk about how to dive on this map here.
I wouldn't call that full dive if you have the Wuyong. The Wuyong Kiri is just too strong though, and I know Pickle's on that. Okay, so you have a Tracer, you have a Genji, you have a Monkey, you have a Kiri, and a Wuyong. You are going against a Ramattra, a Bap, a Wuyong, a Sojourn, and a Tracer. These two seem like very boring people playing the same exact characters, but their backline is going to be especially tanky, and their backline is best buddies right here on top of the gas station. The Ramattra's up a little bit further. Most likely they are predicting you guys want to set up a dive, so they're going to set up a little bit further, and they're going to want to try to stop you with multiple different roadblocks from causing a dive. However, if you're playing on Winston, a general rule of thumb: if you have no yellow HP or orange HP, you do not jump in. If you do not have armor, you do not jump in. If you do not have armor, you do not commit to any dives. Whenever you have armor, you are able to commit to dives. So just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, and please don't dive in unless you have your little bubble too.
Bubble
Like,
and also coordination. So a basic idea is if they were playing on top of gas station, you have your Tracer, force point, either your Tracer or your Wuyong, force point. Your Kiri, Genji, and Winston will go up to this high ground and or other these side angles and say, hey, you know, that Baptiste looks very, very tasty. Let's go ahead in 3, 2, 1, jump, and blink. And collide
The
on them.
Baptiste should be the #1 priority. Because or I know Williams also up there,
Wrong.
but
Wooyoung.
like
He is way too. He is more squishy than Bap, and he will be the easiest thing to kill out in this composition.
I yeah I agree. But like I think you should get one of them up there because again Ramontra, if you guys just go past Ramontra, he can't do shit if like up there, right?
This
Like
would be a
he can't.
very, very weird analogy. I don't even know I should say this. Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic and tell Alex to ask if it's a good one or not. So inevitably in comps like this, and especially with dive, the tank off limits. Have the tank watch his entire team die and then kill the tank. Let him watch. If there's another phrase you could use for a person like that, I'm not gonna say it right now, but let him watch. Let him watch his team die. That's the same thing you do with the Zarya. If you can't just burst the Zarya down, you let the Zarya watch as you kill the rest of her team and then collapse onto her. And in this position, they're up on the high ground right here. This Ramontra's too far forward. Just weave the Ramontra and jump up to there. Soja's right there, and Tracer is also right there. Their idea is that you guys are going to see the tank, and you're going to jump the tank. So, I'll see how this plays out. Bobby jumps up, starts fighting the tank, loses armor, backs off. Very, very good. Sig pops his form. You guys should know that. Very good. Okay, you guys now have high ground. Unfortunate to Fluky. You still have 2 that can execute a dive. Ramontra's back up.
You're getting free push, by the way. Free push. I like how Ufers is on the point. It's perfect.
Unfortunate. It's going to happen.
I know you guys died, but that's perfect. Look how far you guys got the payload.
At this point, you guys should know exactly how they want to play. They want to play to keep that high ground and prevent y'all from going past it.
See, Bobby, you keep fighting the tank. Bobby, you need to go underneath and go above. You keep like he's just fighting the tank.
I think that's good. I think that's good. He has his armor there. That's very good. But also notice how much Ducky has ult and Sonari. Bobby was sitting there and letting them farm ult, which I think was good. You jumped up here. Unfortunately, I feel like this is how it's gonna play out. No one else is up there with you. Fluky might be able to follow up. Might. My guess is though the map is right here.
See if he has dash.
Yes, I can. My guess is that no one's gonna follow up and Bobby's just gonna die. Sorry, I have the hiccups right now.
You're fine. Okay, you probably called up, yeah, which is perfect. Yeah, and look, he goes up there.
You pinged, you looked for it, and then you tried to go for the Soj. You go up on the height. Okay, you follow up. Okay, really good.
Nice.
And Bobby
keep going up there.
Okay, no. Okay. If y'all get a big kill on that Soj, which this comp mainly is looking for their Soj to get a kill or to get somebody low for the Tracer to hunt down, with the tank right here, your supports and your other DPS are just playing back. That is perfectly good thing. Fluky and Bobby, you guys should be on this high ground reinforcing the pick that you just took. Because that Bap right here, he's going out of position right now to heal his Ramontra. If you guys were on this high ground, he would not be taking that.
Yeah, he'd be scared. He would be
super scared. The Wooyoung also most likely would try to come back up to help him, or just leave the fight entirely. If you guys have an advantage, you need to push your advantage. You can't give it up.
Yeah, you see how he's able to heal him though? Like he's able to keep him
was low, but yeah.
Okay,
Tracer 1v1 is gonna happen.
Now you guys are doing good. Yeah, that's perfect.
And they're moving fast. Again, you stay up on that high ground. Your team hopefully
Kiri,
falls
you
up.
need to try to stay with the Winston too whenever he goes in like that. But I guess he was trying to defend the Wooyoung, which is fine.
I would say the opposite, unless it's safe. That high ground would have been the perfect opportunity for Ducky to teleport up with them and stay up there. But the Kiri theoretically shouldn't go with their tank unless it's completely safe. Again, y'all are going to do a little bit of the same tango here, and most likely, I looked at the score, it was 0-3. I don't think y'all really do much here. Fluky dies out. Again, they are looking for one pick. Bobby goes in without his team, but you do have Primal, that's perfectly fine. okay Wu Young ult, but you kind of did nothing with 2 ults, unfortunately. You got 1 for 2. That's not a good trade. Again, a lot of the same is going to be happening. Blah, blah, blah. Same.
Again, and I'm sure you guys are noticing, like, if you guys do not go after supports on dive, especially on this map, that Ramattra will never die. Like,
I also
I know
want
you
to
got.
point out, I know I said it earlier that you guys definitely need to take the time to set up. You can see that example right here. Watch the Ramattra. The Ramattra is down here. What is he going to go do? He's going to go reset completely because he doesn't want y'all to take that high ground. He's up here. Every single fight, he is
Okay,
going to be up here.
yeah, so
Bobby
you guys are
Malga. Okay,
you should be going.
good
Okay,
swap. Fluky goes up.
Sonari dies early.
Blade here, most likely. Blade here. Okay, most of your team was dead, unfortunately. You canceled that ult, that's good. Got that out. Typically, you don't want to be blading a tank, but I feel like you just couldn't find any other picks from there, and that's fine. Good kill on that. My guess is you'll... 1, 2... Bobby gets... Yeah, okay. The staggering fight. Ooh, wait. They'll put up a fight, but their tank is back, and that's probably where it's going to end. Yeah. Okay. Perfectly fine. Not really much you can go on from there.
I think that one fight that we talked about whenever you guys like killed like the Sojourn is like what you guys need to look at again. Is that like the way that you guys handled that was good, but then you guys couldn't like like go through it. But you guys that fight initially was good.
So I'm going to show you a little bit of what Jade did on Route 66. This was during one of the scrims where we had Akimbo step out to help us. And I say help us, but coach us because
this is
none of
already
us were locked in.
a bad scrim, but we were doing like this is our best.
This is a
map for
terrible
sure.
scrim, but this is the best map. Okay, so right now our comp is similar. We have our Brig and our Ana. We have a Ashe and we have a Sig.
It's basically the exact same comp except that there is a Mei instead of a Sim.
Yes. But the Mei and Sim still play the exact same. So as you can see, our positioning up here is our tank is ahead. We have one DPS taking a wider angle, and then the Mei is not gonna be back here most of the time, but the Mei is gonna be up with the Sig, and then your Brig and your Ana are stacked. The Brig's only objective is to keep the Ana alive and allowing the Ana to keep everyone else alive, and you can see it here. Where we keep this high ground until, again, I marked previously, that's whenever we dropped. Our Sig drops for the contest whenever we have the advantage because they are spread out. Now, right here is,
Yeah,
I think, where most of it goes,
get
but
unlucky.
another thing that I was saying is that the snipers are going to play on this bridge, they're going to play back here, or they're going to play right over here. The snipers are always going to do that, and they're going to wait for somebody to knock them out, which if they play a sniper, a Freya, a Widow, a Hanzo, literally anything, they're going to wait till somebody gets out, and that gets both of our supports. Our Mei and our Sig are going to back up. Alex unfortunately dies here. I think we recontest this temporarily.
But they just cap it.
Yeah, they full cap that. That was bad. We were still locking in. This isn't our best moment. This area, however, I think we did pretty good on.
Yeah. So I want you guys to watch this. So.
Oh no, we didn't. Oh, okay. Do you not remember the Doom Alari thing that happened?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, still we can break down our ideas here.
And he swapped to D.Va and I swapped to Hanzo so I can deal with the Widow and I guess a nice fix there.
Again here, we have our D.Va, so our D.Va is able to play up. Our Mei is off in La La Land. I don't know what the call was, but it's working. We're at the advantage here. And we have our Hanzo, Ana, and Brig here. And I'm also up. Holy crap. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm up looking at this Lucio right now to prevent the Lucio from booping our Hanzo off. Doesn't really do much. That wasn't even a Lucio. That was a junk. Holy crap. This is where it went bad. Again, we're all clustered here. Our D.Va plays up. Our D.Va plays the space that she can take. We know they're playing a sniper, so we want to play a little bit back. And the Ana does the exact same thing I told y'all to do. The Ana is playing back here, away from the rest of the team. The Brig is playing up, where the tank would be, and then they're, marking the rotations. The Venture and the Doom are going to rotate up, and we're going to have a fight in this little room right here because we hear the rotation, we mark it, and we rotate to
Now,
try to stop
one
them.
thing to note, so if they're running more of a dive, then like with Ana being by herself, and I know Brig's really close, just be careful of Ana getting dove by Venture or by Doom.
Another PSA: if you hear an Alari use her ult, don't walk inside. That's where we went wrong here.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you hear
she
a
held it for so
Doomfist,
long.
if you hear a Doomfist use his punch, don't group up.
The only thing why it's like, see, I didn't expect, so she held her ult for like 5 seconds. Yeah.
Well, she's gonna try to confirm it. I think we just die here. We give him point. I think our
Yeah, but
defense on third.
this next point, I think our defense was not very good, but I think our last defense was good.
Our last defense was amazing, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm saying like our attack was also good too.
So again, I think we're just gonna fight to push him back here. And here's where I want you to pay attention. So our Hanzo is taking the high ground up there, and eventually our Brig Ana are gonna rotate around there. We nano our D.Va, we go push the fight, we push up, push them all back, and then we get time to set up. Also, this Junkrat was right here for the longest time, and I think it's kind of funny. Again, so I keep saying
Start pushing
again,
up. We all go up top.
Okay, I want to point out here what I was meaning earlier about the Ana and Brig staying up on the height. Watch what the Ana and Brig do this entire time. Again, the Brig is there. Once the Ana takes enough damage, it's like Protect the President. Once the Ana takes enough damage, the Ana will go for the Mega Pack. It's literally Protect the President. If your Ana dies, everybody else dies.
Yeah,
so
and Ana and Brig have each other's like eyes on each other the entire time.
Ana's getting dove. What does she do?
And
Call
also
for help.
D.Va yeah, exactly, yeah. D.Va instantly comes back. I ult here, gets in space.
Again, Ana's still up on that high ground, still up on that high ground, still up on the high ground. Is gonna get shot out by the Pharah. Again,
we're playing together though.
Gets hit, moves back towards the health pack. Pushes up with the Brig. Doom goes in. Unfortunate. Again, up onto the high ground. Gets hit a little bit. I find it funny seeing all these run rather fast. Again, straight back, setting up on top of that position. Same thing, same structure, same dealio. They're gonna try to come up to us again. This is where we had the no. This was a very, very bad idea. The biggest loser of tonight is me. I stayed up way too long, and this was the only thing I felt like I did very, very wrong in this game. Like very, very wrong. Was I stayed up way too much, and that causes me to die and stagger. I would say, yeah.
Brig probably gets isolated, yeah.
I jumped back out. I thought I escaped. I died. Alex gets his ult eat, unfortunately. Our Ana dies. Again, we weren't positioned. We weren't set up. We didn't do anything good here, or we didn't play well here. We tried to do the retake. I don't think the retake really, nothing happens. But yeah, whenever it comes to defense, like literally the equation, I guess you could say, for defense is setup, trade. So you set up and you trade your resources, you trade your cooldowns, you trade kills and stuff like that, and then reset. Rinse and repeat.
I want you guys to watch this attack too. I think this attack was very good by us. So we're running kind of like the exact same dive. Well, as you look, and it's kind of similar.
Okay. To break down our comp right now, we heard that they were running the D.Va. We're running the D.Va because we're not going to run anything. We're going to run something that can be vertical. Plus, also, D.Va was working. We swapped the Mei for a Venture, more mobile. We swapped the Brig for a Lucio, more mobile. The idea is the D.Va, Venture, and Lucio are going to try to attack the high ground, while the Hanzo and Ana hold hands in the back line and force the payload. So again, you can see the three of us split, and they're split. It's kind of like what y'all do for splits. The D.Va's going to force the payload and force their D.Va back. He's going to go up on the high ground. Everyone, convenes.
And I don't know if you guys see me where I'm playing. That's where we're saying like the Widow and the Sniper should be running either up top or on the side. See, I'm just looking to get a pick and like to annoy their supports.
We're fighting here. They're not really playing up on the high ground. We noticed that, so yeah. There's a lot of back and forth here. I just realized.
I think it's because I got picked off early, but yeah.
Yeah. No, we lose that fight. We come back.
Yeah,
Our D.Va
yeah,
goes up. I
see,
go over with the
we get early
D.Va.
pick,
We're
and
staying
they
with the
start going
D.Va.
together. Yeah,
Venture
yeah.
goes up. Try to get the kills. We don't. Back out. We force out Bomb. Alex, it's a very good pick. Force out Nano. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna skip past that.
But I know
Was
were you
a
guys
little
saying though, like whenever you guys were attacking, whenever you guys got a pick, either Bobby going by himself or they wouldn't go with Bobby, and I pick on you guys, but
You'd get a pick or a better position, and then you'd give up that position.
exactly.
Again,
Yeah,
right
but, like,
here, we have control over high ground. We have one on
yeah, and we were
payload.
working together. Yeah.
We're a little split here, which I like this way of attacking. You have your Ana back here. She has coverage. You have your most mobile support on the tank or on the payload, and then they swap out with the mobile DPS whenever you need to help the tank, and then you have your other DPS over on this angle, making it even more dangerous to try to retake from here, forcing them to either go through the tunnels down here or just give you the point entirely. In which this is a very, very easy way to defend on this map, is that if you are attacking, I just use the word defend and attacking, but if you are attacking, you defend and you reinforce up here to try to stop them from taking back control over the payload, and you just get free progress on payload, ideally. In which they don't do anything. And then, just like I was telling you earlier, Alex the sniper is up on his favorite little high ground. Like I told you, snipers like to play. No offense, Alex. And again, we're taking the high ground.
I got a kill. So
you did. No, you did exactly what you're going to. L tire, but they're maintaining this high ground.
You see how they're all playing up top? Like our team is playing up top. I know we get pushed down, but like we're getting so much space here.
We play up top to prevent them from setting up in this area that I told y'all to set up before, and that's the way to counter what y'all were doing, is getting the control over that high ground and being able to space out. Junkrat low-key throws.
My job is to look to people on the right, like on standing on the bridge, and like D.Va can help me, but like, usually D.Va stops like where D.Va is right now to stop them from standing in the little staircase right there.
Stopping
my
them
job
from
is
setting up.
Yeah, and you see the people on the right over there. That's like kind of my job, is to kind of look at them, the sniper. And Venture can do either or, can help either side, but.
In which letting a team set up on a map like this is going to be your downfall. If they can set up, this is a very, very strong map where if you set up your defense, there's no taking you down. Holy crap. Again, lose all that space. That's okay. This is really funny. Our D.Vas go band for band, essentially. Or bomb for bomb, if you will.
You see me playing on the right still? Well, I think I'm over there on the right. I don't know. I can't see me, but
yeah, you're down. Yeah, you're down there. And the Pharah was doing exactly what I was wanting y'all to do if you're defending. Is if you're defending and you know they're trying to set up there, if there's somebody over there, just spam it out. Spam it. Don't let them walk up, because Alex is not walking up because the Pharah was looking at him. Now that the Pharah's not looking at him, Alex walks up. Chase the Venture down. I remember the calls for that. We were like, Venture, 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 Venture. Bit of a weird
early
beat there
which is
for
good.
me. That was not a good beat. The idea was to try to lengthen or extend the fight, but I just needed to get out.
Yeah, and we push up heavily here because we got a good kill on the Venture. Usually,
Venture,
when
we
you
get
get
a good kill on the,
someone, you want to dive on them as quickly as you can.
We get a good kill on the Juno, not the Venture. We get the kill on the Juno, and then we get the kill on the Venture. That's really good. Alex then Dragons off. Dragons off the way that they want to go out. I think they go for the recontest here. No, they don't. Yeah.
Not having a slow start, but we were able to like get past them.
We C9 here. TLDR, we C9 here. We don't even get it around this corner, unfortunately. But I think that was mainly due to the fact we were letting them spam us out, and we weren't able to get set up well. Alex gets taken out. This Venture is in our backline. It's a common thing. I was fucking calling for it so much. Again, Venture in the backline trying to stop me from getting. I finally get my D.Va to help. Pop the ult. And again, up my butt trying to kill me. Literally shooting just for me. The Venture decided that I was going to be the person that they annoyed the most this entire game. Oh, they went back. Oh, Venture's back in, and guess what? I die, and we see none. Kind of a bad example there, but I'm gonna look at the Colosseo.
Was there one from like last scrim that we did? Is that the one you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at Solar Eclipse on Colosseo to show them how they want to play. Because regardless of what you do, they're throwing because this team is bad. This team was bad, is bad. I don't know. You guys go against them in week 8, and we're gonna be getting scrim codes from them. I have a connection, if you will. But regardless of what you do, good players have structure ingrained in how they play, even if they're trying to throw or not. So the idea here, what Solar's going for, is they have their Ana Kiri backline because Sonarki plays Ana, and then the Tina plays Kiri, and I've heard Tina is just terrible at Kiri, which I got from all of these. But Cloud is on Winston, and then you have Reverts on Tracer and Burtfield on Cass. Burtfield, I think, is one of their Tracer players. He's supposed to be the new Hollander. Hollander could hold a lobby hostage all by himself. I don't think Burtfield can do that yet. But what Reverts is going to do is Reverts is going to... They know they play this ball. This team spams this comp this entire time. Reverts is going to go try to find either their Tracer to duel with or somebody else. Burtfield is going to look for a flash on the ball, and they're just going to collapse.
And also, Ana and Cass kind of work together to sleep and like nade the ball too. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a team that they will have structure to how they play, and also structure to how they operate. Again, their Ana is going to be playing extremely far back. Their Kiri is going to be playing in the mid with the Cass. However, the Winston and the Tracer will do a split, kind of like y'all do, but it's not a support and DPS. They will coordinate, they will tag people, they will say, hey, I want to go in on this person, and, you know, they'll be able to do that. There's a specific moment I want to look for. Here it is, okay. Right here, what they do, Cloud Lemon jumps up, gets a kill onto, what is it, the Lucio, and here's where they take their space. Watch how they, this right here. Their Tracer is in the area the other team's not going to be looking. Their Cass is the one that's going to be looked at. And their Winston is ready with a bubble. And then their support are down here. They play very, very split if you give them the opportunity to take this much space. So you have to deny them that space, or you need to go on somebody. The ball goes onto the Kiri, the Winston's going to jump back onto the Kiri, and then the Tracer is going to come around, and the Cass is still going to be there. The Cass stays in this area almost the entire game. They know when they can push up and when they can collapse. And that makes a really good team. So again, Tracer gets a kill, Cass stays up on that position. The tank goes in whenever he sees that, oh, one of the DPS is gone, I'm safe to go in. And unfortunately, their ball wasn't doing anything, so ball wasn't really an equation, I guess you could say. Or in the equation. But again, their DPS are staying in those two positions, creating a kill box ahead of where their supports are, and then their tank is going to jump between those two spaces as needed. So the idea of what I'm thinking that y'all can do is you look to shut down the space, or you look to play close, because they will look for somebody that's out of position to go and get, such as that Lucio, who's basically just throwing at this point. And they're going to get the Lucio, and then they're going to be like, okay, well, Reaper's almost dead. Bastion's in turret form. They're going to go on them again. They see those opportunities. The ball's out of the fight. The best idea is either going to be grouping up and speeding onto the core or the objective or their supports, or killing Burtfield, or hopefully this falls onto either Fluky or Travis. Kill Reverts, kill the Tracer. If you kill their Tracer, they're not going to be able to set up, and they're going to collapse. If you kill the Tracer before the Tracer can do anything, the tank's not going to move. The other DPS is not going to move. They are going to be playing safe if you kill the Tracer, and what comes with playing safe is the ability to take space away from them. That's what Jade ended up using to play them originally, is we knew that they wanted to play fast. we had to play faster, and we had to look for what we could take out. Like we had to either keep them in an area, so like on our control map whenever we went up against them, if I'm remembering this, it was on Oasis. We stopped them from being able to go where they wanted to, or we let them go where they wanted to and just played incredibly safe to make them get out of their comfort zone. They went up on the high ground on the library. We stayed on point. We stayed behind walls. We waited for one person to move. We jumped the person and we took that map. We didn't take the whole map, but we did. We went 2-1, I believe, on Oasis.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember that map. Yeah, I
and then
don't.
Eichenwald was a really really good example. If we don't let them set up, what our plan was. I'm gonna rough draw this on not even the same map, so this is gonna look very very weird. So I'm gonna find like a. There we go. I'm gonna find a clear text. That works. There we go. So on Eichenwald, you have your attacker spawn. You have that weird like little passage area, and you have the bridge going over, and the little side room right here. This is a very terrible drawing. Actually, this is pretty accurate. Um,
Computer science major, by the way.
nope, not computer science major. I am on.
Oh,
Or
oh
I
yeah, it's
am.
media, whatever.
I'm in media arts right now. Rough. This is roughly what Eichenwald looks like. I apologize for the fucking shitty drawings, but our idea was we came out of spawn, we got to the bridge, we sped into this room, we stabilized, we ran a Juno Lucio, we speed rang out of spawn, got here, and then we used amp to fuck, I set this up wrong. We used speed amp to run across to the little the little tunnel way underneath the point. And our Lucio and Ryan went in here, killed their Ash, came back out, killed their Brig, killed their whatever the hell they were using, killed their Juno, and we just speed blitzed them essentially. That's what you have to do with this team. You play faster and you don't let their DPS set up and don't let their DPS get picks onto you, and that's how you win. And that was against the stronger variant of Solar Eclipse because arguably right now, without without Anjoki, without Tippy, without Vert, without Hollander, this team isn't as good as they used to be. And also, what the hell was the cast doing in front of a turreting Bastion? Again. But also, right here, the entire team is all looking at the Winston that's not really doing much, and that allows them to, get up and get kills. If you can deny them the space that they want to take, that's how you play against this team. I don't think I'll be able to use it as well as a comparison, but their Nepal round, this might give you a glimpse into what they want to run. Look at this fucking weird ass comp. Sorry, I forgot. They TP out. So this is what they ran. My guess is like a Lucio was banned, or Mauga was possibly banned. I don't know. My guess is a Lucio was banned because this Rocat person only played Lucio in the other two games, and they're forcing it on the Wuyong, and Wuyong and Lucio are kind of interchangeable right now. But again, with this team, they're played to split, and again, if you try to use the ball here, I feel like I'm saying "and again" so damn much. Again, this team, god damn it, this Kiri is bad. This Kiri throws. Xtina is very, very bad. This team also relies on who actually shows up to the game. That's what I was told by one of the other people in Eclipse. I was told by Reese is that it's going to be dependent on who shows up. Cloud is a dive tank specialist. I would consider Cloud to be one of the best dive tank players in the tier right now. Their other tank player is a Brawl. Terrible at writing. I can get you their name. Let me check my Discord. I had a very long conversation with Reese. And Reese mentions that Reverts doesn't play Genji. If you ever see Reverts on Genji, they're not taking it seriously. Unfortunate. They're gonna take this seriously. But if Cloud is in, they are going to try to dive y'all. If a person called Dixie is in, it's probably going to be Brawl. You want to either look to mirror them or something else. Um, if they do play the Mauga is gonna try to counter your what's it called? Your Ramatra, Cass, Genji, or like Reaper or whatever. The Mauga is gonna screw that up because the Mauga strat was created because people were playing that. You either need to mirror the Mauga or you have to play Queen or Zarya. Zarya is gonna be harder to play into it. Mirror should be the easiest. That's why I tried to help Bobby try to learn Mauga a little bit. Um, their go-to will be Mauga. I have multiple people telling me that their go-to is Mauga. And Solar is also watching every Eagles game they can find. They are probably going to be watching your Emerald Eagles versus Diamond Eagles game. They're probably going to try to find literally anything against y'all. And also, that includes any codes that are not expired in any previous streams of y'all's games. Cloud has already paid attention to Fluky's Genji, so they know about that. They know that you guys play the Cass, Reaper, and Ramatra if available. They know that you guys are going to play that. They know that you guys have a Brig player. They know you guys have Kiri players. They know you guys have Ana players. I don't really know how much they know about the Wuyong Kiri. I feel like they're also going to be running Wuyong Kiri because Wuyong Kiri is very, very strong and they're running it here. Um, and then also it depends on who shows up. The Solar backline is definitely not as strong as it was last season. Vert had extremely good comms. In Xerneas was very, very good. Snarky's good. But if Xerneas or Sinarki don't play and they run Tina, Tina's not going to be that good. And Paperclip isn't bad, but Paperclip isn't the best. If you ban Tracer, 9 times out of 10, they will go Genji. Be very aware of that. You can use the Tracer ban. I would recommend the Tracer ban on maps that Tracer is very, very good at, in which y'all's current pool... let me pull up the pool. Y'all's current pool, Tracer will most likely be played on Lijiang Tower. Tracer can be played on...
Also, like banning the Tracer could also like save the Cass ban or save the Genji ban
That
too.
too.
Might be smart.
If you guys are that big of a threat to them, they might look to ban your DPS. Because my guess is that this team is going to ban to either disrupt the tank player or the support player. That's what they do a lot. They try to disrupt those two bans because most likely they know Bobby has, or they know what Bobby's good tanks are, and they know what Bobby's bad tanks are. They're gonna know he plays Ram. They're gonna know he plays Sig. They're gonna know he has tried to play Zarya. They're gonna know that. So they're probably going to look to try to exploit that. But again, Tracer is good on Colosseo. Tracer is good on any of the push maps. Tracer will probably be played. Any of the flashpoints, Tracer will probably be played. On Escort, Tracer will probably be played on Route 66, Watchpoint Gibraltar, and maybe Havana. Probably not on Junkertown. Junkertown is going to be a very long-range map. Hopefully they don't take you to that because I hate playing Junkertown. It's such a bad map. If they take y'all to Control again, Tracer can be played on all maps. Don't worry about the Tracer ban on Hybrid. If you guys are looking to ban them, ban their strengths. Ban what you don't want them to do, what you don't want to play against. Banning a Hazard could be good. Banning a Freya is going to be very good. Banning a Cass is also going to be very good. Banning the Wuyong can definitely throw a wrench in their system. Or even banning the Kiri, because I'm pretty sure Tina only plays Kiri.
Yeah. If you guys want to run like the Brig on it, then ban the Kiri too. That is a great idea. So those purples are devastating.
Yeah. So be what is it? Concise? No, concise wouldn't be the same word. Be confident with your bans. Try to think ahead. Think of what they're gonna want to play. If they're on Control, they're probably gonna want to play a lot more dive. They're probably gonna want to play a lot faster. So if you can try to cripple that speed, cripple the speed. Cloud is a very big D.Va player, and I feel like Cloud is going to play D.Va on Lijiang because what D.Va player wouldn't? You can ban the D.Va preemptively on Lijiang and either force them onto the Hazard, force them onto something else. If they want to dive, playing your guys' Brawl is probably going to be the most important thing that you can do. Your Brawl is going to be very good at either disrupting them or just completely screwing them over. So, did I have any more? I know I looked at Lijiang. I don't really know if there's much I can say on Lijiang except for just how to play. Lijiang is the map of this week, right, Alex? The
Yeah, yeah.
guaranteed control. Okay. To break it down, this is control center. Or this is control center. Control center. Whenever you come out of your spawn, don't go main. Go into this little room right here and fight for control in this room. This room is your guys' win condition. If you have control over that, you basically have control over the same point.
I would also recommend more of a brawl than like the Genji.
I would
I would
highly
say
recommend
maybe
a
like
brawl.
the
No, Genji works here. Genji works here. I'm a big fan
yeah,
of the Genji
I guess
here.
the Cass or Reaper is also
I think
pretty
they
good
run.
too.
I think they run Genji Tracer if I'm correct. Ufer swaps off of that.
Okay, then that's good. Yeah, that's
the Tracers duel a lot. Tracer, you need to be looking for a duel on the Tracer. But you set up in this room. Your supports can play back here. Whenever you guys are on point wanting to do much, don't walk past this line. If they're pressing you. If they aren't, you guys need to take all of this space right here. It is very, very easy to control this area. You can have a DPS sitting in this corner. You can have your tank acting as bait at this corner. You can have one of your supports here. If I was Wuyong, I'd be playing Wuyong there, and Kiri would be back even more, and the other DPS can play wherever. Keep this space. Don't let them walk past that door. Mei is a very, very fun alternative for it because you can just wait for their tank to walk out and put up a Mei wall behind the tank and hopefully get a kill on the tank or somebody else. That's about it for this map. I'm going to go to the next one because I'm going to brush on this quickly because it's already been a while. Which I believe y'all do win that one, so there's no issues there. This map, ooh, my favorite. If I remember this correctly, they spammed this Symmetra strategy on y'all so much, and it worked so many times. Basic thing to do on this map, if you're not running the Symmetra, you need to get to point as fast as possible. You can play in this area right here. Note for the supports, do not play in any of these hallways. Those are off limits, and this middle area is off limit. You need to be playing in this area, back out here, this area, or back out here. You let your tank and your DPS play in those areas. If they're going to teleport up, there's most likely going to be turrets scattered along the wall back here. Please break the turrets. Don't pull a me and Alex in that one comp game that Fez made a meme out of. And if they are running characters that have boops, so in this situation, it would be just the Orisa, unless it is necessary. This back area is no man's land. No one should be back here at all. That is the easiest environmental kill of your damn life. Don't be back there. And then if you have control over point, I'm just gonna put blue right there. You guys have control over point. You also want to have control over this area right here. Your supports should be playing in this doorway. Your tank should be up a little bit more, preventing them from doing that Symmetra strat. And you have a DPS over here, and more. Try not, as a support player, try not to go in this doorway, or these two doorways. That's the easiest way that you're going to get yourself killed. Play safe, play your life. They spam this Symmetra strat so damn much. You stop them, you shoot at them, you do literally anything in your power to stop them from teleporting, and if they teleport, you kite back immediately, and you look to break the teleporter immediately. But I don't know if y'all won this one or not. I think y'all lose this. Unfortunately, to like a last fight. Orisa goes in, Orisa ults. Yeah, you'll lose that one. And that's fine. It's a weird map. Now, going to the next one, I assume if they've played Symmetra once, yep, you guessed it, they're going to play Symmetra again, and they're going to do that teleport strat, which it's looking like they are. This team seems like they did the smart thing. Instead of teleporting in the window, predicted y'all guys would think about that and put the teleporter there, and that's fine. In this map specifically, if you are defending, hold on, can I just yeah, I like that. How do I go down? I don't know. If y'all are playing in this map specifically, you do have some no man's land areas. These bridges, if you don't have control over point, don't get near the bridges. Again, it's always safer to go around back this way. Once you have control over point, this one's gonna be a little bit weird. Default is to stand up at this corner to prevent them, and also watch if they are rotating around. If they're rotating around, you need to immediately go over there and don't pass that little bridge area, and just stay on point, play your life. Pretty simple. If they're playing flyers, don't go out in the open, don't go near the bridges, and so on. You'd want to play with a little bit of speed. If they're playing with the Symmetra, they're going to look to teleport behind you and kill you. Again, just look to get your picks out. I feel like y'all should do perfectly fine on this map, because I believe y'all win this one. And y'all did the right thing of going over that way. And don't look to spam ultimates unless you absolutely have to. The Q effect. Gotta love it. And y'all do that to win. That's fine. I think y'all are gonna do great. I don't know if Alex has anything else to say. I'm done.
No, I think you're saying everything else. Yep, sorry, my mom was like talking to me, but yeah, I would look specifically at like the root, because I feel like you guys are good on Lijiang, but look at root.
I definitely think if you guys have the opportunity, play to your advantage when it comes to maps. If you know you're bad on Route 66, don't play Route 66.
Do not play root. Yes.
Ideally, I feel like you guys are really, really strong on control, flashpoint, hybrid. Push is going to be a 50-50 against solar, and I would just suggest if you're having that many issues with escort, don't play escort. Try to avoid playing escort and stuff like that. I think it's going to be fine. Do your bans, do your maps.
Oh, and yeah, please with
Flavors.
bans, please do not pick people that they're not playing. Like we gave you like a fucking like guide on who to ban. Please do not ban like Sigmas or like I don't know. Just we told you who we think we should ban. Of course, it's your guys' decision, but
I will
pick
be there, and
characters-
I
Yeah.
can help y'all out because I'm
Yeah.
actually going to be hosting the lobby tomorrow night. But you can ban specifically based on map, and I feel like that'd be fine. Don't do dumb bans, but ban based on map and or what player is being an issue to you right now, because disruption also is a very big way that you guys can flip the flip the match on solar. If you can disrupt how they want to play, then you guys can play to your advantage. In which a disruption could be like, they like playing Winston or D.Va on dive maps, on longer maps, on stuff like Colosseo. Banning that preemptively if you have the ability to, or if you notice a common character, like, oh, they have a Kiri player. If the Kiri player is good and the Kiri player is contributing to their team with a lot of team fights, you can ban the Kiri. If the Kiri is doing absolutely ass, don't ban the Kiri. Let them play like ass. That's your advantage. Kill the Kiri easily. Let them feed. Do stuff like that. If the Cass is a big issue, of course you can ban the Cass, but I feel like you guys are going to want to try to play Cass. Don't be afraid to ban the Tracer. I definitely think Tracer is a fucking terrible character, and they're going to be playing her a lot because Tracer is just too damn good. If you ban the Tracer, they're going to go Genji, so keep that in mind. Tank-wise, they're not going to spam Mauga, but Mauga's going to be situational. If you take them to Servasa, Mauga's a default on Servasa for many, many teams. They're going to play Mauga on Servasa, and they're with their Mauga, Cloud is a very, very good Mauga player. Cloud knows exactly when to poke and when not to poke, and Cloud also frequently does the thing where if you're out in the open and he's too far away, he's going to shoot you until you're on fire, and then shoot you with the other minigun to crit you, and that's a very, very, very big damage dealing combo. And then he's also not going to use his charge to engage unless he's using his ult in combination or he sees the ability to kill somebody. So don't give him the chance to do any of those. Again, you can either play around him or you can play to burn him. One of the two, not a combination of either. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I have nothing else on the other tank, so I can't really give much, but y'all gonna do great.
Good luck.
Good
And
luck.
yeah.